Food for thought. Pride. What is it that hardens our heart? What happens when we harden our hearts? We do not speak to our siblings. We avoid being around a certain person. We find ourselves unable to rejoice with the good news of a friend or a family member. We find ourselves judging people, friends and neighbors, siblings who choose a different life or priority or values different than what we have chosen or what we know. We find ourselves unable to ask or to receive help. It's pride. Pride steals away our joy. It steals away our peace. Pride twists our mind and body to a point where we do not recognize ourselves. Pride convinces us that we are just the way we are. Pride separates us from God and His unconditional love. Did you ever notice the joy in the innocence of little children? They are not afraid to ask. They are humble and allow you to help. They run to you when they are hurting or uneasy. Children accept the fact that you are bigger than they are and that you are able to do much more than they can do. No wonder Jesus teaches us to be like children. Pride does not burden a child's mind or a child's heart. How much better our life would be if we were able to ask God for help. How much better our life would be if we humble ourselves and accept that we cannot do anything without God's help. What comfort and strength we would be able to enjoy if we are not afraid to run to God when we are uneasy or hurting. Pride makes us believe we deserve better. Pride convinces us that we know better. Pride blinds us, and we cannot see we are sinners just like everyone else. We make mistakes just like everyone else. We are not perfect, just like everyone else. Pride hardens and numbs our senses, and we cannot comprehend that it is quite possible that what we feel we must have is not good for us, or that it may hinder us in the future. Pride brings us to a state of despair or drowns us in bitterness. Slowly and silently, pride steals from us the ability to forgive. Though equal as a triune God, Jesus humbled himself and asked constantly for the Father's help. In prayer, in fasting, in meditation, Jesus went to the Father when he was uneasy, when he needed strength, when he was afraid. Jesus accepted, "Thy will be done, not mine." Don't let pride keep you from stretching your arms to God and saying, "I am not able, but you are." Don't let pride convince you that God is not able to forgive you and that you need to take matters into your own hands. Think. Life must not be the purpose, but the means to eternity, the means to inner peace and eternal joy. After all, God sent His only begotten Son for men, for us who struggle and are imperfect. He didn't send His Son for no angels. God knows the deepest part of you, and He will never stop loving you. He will never stop waiting for you. He will meet you right where you are at. So take courage, put pride aside, and go and meet Him. This is Joan Attard with a little food for thought.